Team USA is hurting, coming off a shock defeat at the hands of the Boomers 48 hours ago, and Team Canada have been outstanding on their Australian tour and are set to try and cause another boil over as we welcome you to Kudos Bank Arena for the final game of the series leading up to the 2019 FIBA World Cup in China, which is now less than a week away.
But the big news that I mentioned, O'Shea Brissett is out. He pulled up lame after game 2 against New Zealand. He's injured and in some doubt for the World Cup. Of course, Australia and Canada in the same pool. He's been their leading scorer here as we get underway here at Kudos Bank Arena in Sydney. And the USA working to the right of your screen. Control the Tatum. This wry smile on his face at the moment because they're getting good looks and just can't come up with the goods so far. And here's Mitchell firing, and eventually he breaks the drought. It took their 4th shot. Cam Birch, he couldn't come up with the goods. So now Tatum hands over. He got the knockdown the first shot, and he's going to knock down the second. Good job there from Phil Scrubb. Eventually, but has to use the support of his brother. Shot clock rolls to single digits here. They've missed their first 4 shots. We played almost 3 minutes, and Canada struggling to get something happening at the offensive end as Pango's touching the ball.
And we take a look at Donovan Mitchell doing his work. Very nice shooting technique. He's not going to die wondering. Donovan Mitchell happy to let it fly.
Hammer in the middle.
3.5 minutes played, opening quarter action. Pango. Oh, rejected! Pangos wasn't expecting that. The athleticism was outstanding from Turner. Here's Cam Birch wheeling and dealing, can't convert, loose ball. So the USA 2 of 8 from the field at 25%. Canada will take that, but they certainly don't want to be 1 of 8 from the field themselves. As Barnes goes to work, count the 2, draws a foul chance at a 3-point play.
And Pangos is...
Draws Jaylen Brown out. I think it's a good screen from Cam Birch. Goes solo. Again, athletic rebound. Turner, though, it was dislodged by Birch, but they're coming back again, the USA. Middleton with it. Donovan Mitchell. Alley-oop play, a nice finish there coming from Miles Turner.
What a pass, though. Playing one pass ahead. Knew that was coming before he even received it, did Walker.
And they've scored 6 unanswered points here, and Cam Birch finally puts a stop to it after with a miss. His opening salvo. Nembhard with it now. Edgeham wide open, and he drills the 3. The first success from long range. Now inside the last 3 minutes of this first term. USA by 5. Margin has been as big as 9. Scored the first 5 of the game. And Jaylen Brown forced into a tough shot, but it's all the bottom of here on the Australian leg of their pre-World Cup tour. He's here now. And Jaylen Brown's here, and now as well as he knocks down the 2 and draws us. Inside the last minute of play here, term number 1 from Kudos Bank Arena in Sydney. Team USA with a double-figure lead. As Nembhard looks to make something happen, and does. Nice way for him to open his scoring account.
Great class.
1 against New Zealand before he was injured. So Kemba Walker with it. 8-point edge for the USA. Walker steps through the traffic, knocks down the shot and draws a foul. He's a genius.
I can't believe where they picked him up from. They allowed him to get ahead of Stan against the Canadian guards. Have a look at this. This is in the front court already, so very difficult to stay in front of somebody like this. And it was like he lost control and then just flipped it up with a little tip to himself.
Whenever he gets ahead of Stan, he gets downhill. Very, very tough to guard, and I'm with you. With such little time on, trying to put some heat on the ball, and just the fumble did him a favour, I think, in the end, and got a little lucky and flipped it in.
So a chance to extend the margin, and does that, just that. So it's an 11-point lead. Not a lot of time here. Nembhard, that's after the event. But the opening quarter on as well and truly with the USA. They've restricted Canada to their lowest scoring quarter in a week.